What opportunities does the federal government have with artificial intelligence?
Yeah, no. Great question. I think federal departments and agencies have a great opportunity to really enhance their mission delivery, the delivery of their missions to citizens across the country by employing different AI. And specifically, how I think they can do that is leveraging AI to really support the workforce and become more operationally efficient. One of the things that I think AI can do a great job is kind of take away some of the duplicative tasks that we see workers within federal agencies doing, and they can also really enhance their ability to make good decisions by evaluating the data that they see. And in
Yes.
fact, I think it's becoming more and more important that federal agencies start leveraging AI to kind of enhance this decision making because we're seeing threat actors and our adversaries really trying to leverage AI themselves to
Yeah,
exploit funds in it.
absolutely. Everyone needs to up level. I mean, the threat actors are like, yeah, we got to get on this. So we definitely got to get on this too.
Right.
So, on that note, how are the adversaries using AI?
Yeah. So I think one of the really unique things that AI has brought is it's given the ability for people and for good and bad to operate at a speed and scale that really wasn't available before. So one of the key tactics that we've seen quite a bit of recently is adversaries leveraging social media to start to learn about potential targets,
Mhm.
and then leveraging AI to craft phishing emails and things like that that are near undetectable. And then of course there's been a big rise in the actual tooling and polymorphic malware that has the ability to adapt based on what their system's doing. So they're operating at a speed and scale that we've never seen before.
Yes. And then, so how is AI being used to detect these threats?
Yeah. I think one thing that AI does a great job with is behavioral baselining. Once you have a large data set, you have the ability to really kind of train and get an understanding of what different systems are supposed to be doing or different humans and users on a system do and what their norm is. So as things deviate outside that baseline, I think detection technologies really have the ability to flag and then detect and prevent threats that are moving outside how humans are supposed to act or systems are supposed to act.
Right. And that was detecting. What are your strategies for preventing? Like,
I think if you have a baseline,
yeah.
right? If you have a baseline and you say, "Hey, this is how a human is supposed to act, or
Hmm.
this is how a system is supposed to act,"
Yeah.
as things fall outside of that, systems like or different security platforms have the ability to say, "Hey, you've fallen outside of that baseline, so we're not going to let you off." And
Gotcha.
then
Yeah.
different automations that can be built in and operated machine speed and do different tasks like that a human typically do. AI has the ability to kind of accelerate defenses.
Yes, absolutely. And lastly, the last question here I have for you is how can organizations balance privacy concerns with the data needs of AI models?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think first and foremost, I think one thing we have to be careful with AI is that we're only correcting the correct data. We don't need to correct more data that
Mm,
is necessary. But
yes.
if you limit the scope with different projects and different
Yeah.
technologies or the data they collect, you can avoid the risk of like data drift and things like that. But I also think it's essential that a human remains in the loop. So AI does a great job of giving us a lot of data and helping us make
Yes.
decisions. But a human always needs to be involved and the one to understand just to make sure that things don't space.
Yes, I love that because yes, no, we're not ready to let AI control everything. We still need the human in the loop.
Right.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.